Okay, guys, let's get started. Today the topic is power and people. Is about politics. Yeah. Let's try. No, don't fight against. It's not about that. It's more about politics and society. Is only to practice in English. Okay. The first question is to begin. When you hear the word politics, is your is your immediate emotional reacting positive, negative, or indifferent? Why? Do you have some opinion about this, Jose? Josemar?
I think it's pretty negative. Uh, I don't think anyone in Brazil now is very happy. I think not just now. I mean, we are pretty much never happy about politics in general. And and I think the reason for that is we live in a very complex country. So there is just too many people, too many variables that everyone have to keep an eye with. And I think it's hard to actually manage a country this size, this underdeveloped per se, and with the the culture that we have. So I think it's always going to be something negative to think about politics, at least for the next maybe 50 years or so. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think a little like you. My my immediate feeling about that is caution. Yeah, I feel caution in negative perspective about when I word this because um, I don't know why. I recognize that politics is important to organize our society or to argue and discuss about some issues and negotiation. But I feel in the same, like you said, in these years, I feel uncomfortable talk about that. Yeah, the most part of people don't know how to manage your thoughts. Is not more about discuss ideas. Is more is to win the conversation, and we became not opposing opinions. Sometimes is kind of enemies. We became enemies when try to argue this. But it's a complex. I have this perception that is necessary. People discover in how to discuss this rationally. Yeah, because in in all parts of our our days, our life, we have some issue to solve with arguing or need to have allies. For example, cleaning the neighborhood, you need to discuss with our neighbors how to solve this. Is kind of political things, yeah. But at the first time when I heard this, I see a negative perspective, yeah, because the things that has happened mainly in the social media, yeah, social media work with feelings, and political is a how can I say this um, is a good place to grow with the feelings in the work with the psychological of people. I think is that. In your opinion, Bruno, what do you think about this question?
One sec, please. I speak too fast. My immediate reaction when I hear about politics is a mix of negative. 1 minute, please.
Yeah. Let's go to the second question. The number two, do you believe that a good political leader should be guided more by their moral principles or by the practical needs or of the economy? Okay, guys. My opinion is the need to have some kind of balance with that. I know it's important. Put your energy on economy issue, but if you are so rigid with that, maybe you will sacrifice the social justice and humanity dignity, and you don't. It's not good you do everything with only this feeling too, and you need to pay attention with the economy, but because if the economy is bad, you will not have um, good relationship with the how can I say that, with the market, economical market, are with to constructing companies to have a job for people, and for that I believe we need to balance that, yes, but we need to think in social justice too. Be all rigid with inside the economical issue is not good um, for a leader, I think, is, and be totally with moral or you need you don't it's good for the population. You don't be so rigid with your beliefs, because you need to govern for everybody. It exists a lot of kinds of beliefs. Yeah, for that you need to be the good leader need to be flexible sometimes, without abandon, without broke some your own beliefs. Yeah, it's possible. I think it's possible. And you, what do you think, Josemar?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's important to have some balance. Mainly because if we think of the present position specifically, it's pretty much impossible to solve all the country's problems in just 4 years. So even if the leader just focus 100% on practical needs for the economy, that may affect a lot of people initially, but have a great impact on the future, is not going to be enough for today. And people need to have a better life today as well, in order to keep going and hang on to the better future that we constantly see people trying to sell for us. So I think it's important to have a balance between these. But the thing that I find most interesting is that sometimes the moral principles are way overrated. So it's pretty common that we see all kinds of politicians using their moral principles as a kind of a highlight to gain more voters, to gain more audience. And once you compare the whole campaign that candidate did before getting elected to what he's actually doing after gaining the position, is two completely different persons, and that's pretty much common across every step of the ladder. Since I don't know how to say vereador in English, but since vereadores until the president itself, it's two scenarios completely different. So I think it's nice to care about the moral principles of the politician that we are looking for and considering for the for getting your vote, but it's also a balance in between those 2 points.
Yeah, thank you, Josemar. And you, Bruno, I would like to share your opinion about the second question.
Okay. again, guided more than moral principles or by the practical needs of it. Okay. I do not believe in extremes. Only only moral or only economy necessities. You cannot separate one thing from other. For example, Aristotle argue that extremes are vicious, and virtues is in the middle, in the moderate point and between them. In all times, I believe we have a moderate all time. It's this.
I agree with you too, Bruno. A good leader need to balance that and govern for everybody without lost your principles, but don't be rigid with only this. The number 3 question, we'll talk about Aristotle. Yes, Aristotle called humans political animals. Do you see politics happening in every places, like your office, your family, or neighborhood? What do you think about this, Bruno?
There is a implicit dominance hierarchy structure everywhere. I believe that the word politics has some contexts we should need separate, but in certain ways, hierarchies leads to some level of diplomacy or politics. And this, we have a dominance hierarchic structure in everywhere we can see.
Totally agree with you, Bruno. In your opinion, Josemar, number 3 question.
Yeah, I think it's an unavoidable thing. Whatever we see some society. Let me rephrase that. Everywhere there is a society, doesn't matter the size of it, we have politics. So I think the first example that comes to mind is the classrooms way back on the school time. I think there was just maybe 20 people in the room, and we already have a lot of rules and moral things that we should follow. And I think that's a pretty clear example of politics in a smaller environment than the whole country, for example. So I do think that's something unavoidable for any kind of society that we live in, even the smaller ones like our family, with friends, with school, work, every time that we have to live together with some other people, then we have politics.
Yeah, politics. I agree with you. Politics is a kind of thing that we use in every day, in every part of life. Since the negotiation, what's the flavor of the pizza? You need politics. You need politics to clean your neighborhood, to talk with your neighbor, to meeting with the people of your street to do something. Any parts we need to, like Rum said about, we need a kind of diplomacy. Yeah, try to be reasonable with the words, put the feeling to how can I say that? Give up your feeling, and be more rational to discuss this, to discuss things. I believe the politics is a good tool, yeah, but people on on social media, I try to don't use a lot this and argue with the feelings strong. And for that, this word is a kind of overwhelmed. I believe we need to return to the real meaning of the politics. Yes, inside your family, inside of neighborhood, inside of your office, to argue with your boss for promotion, for increase your salary. Yeah, you need some kind of politics. Yeah, to leader the teams inside your company, to argue with your colleagues, for have some allies to help you when you need. I believe is we are like Aristotle said, yeah, we are political animals. Yeah, that's it. I don't have words totally to explain my ideas. Yeah, I feel this gap here and need to study this. Yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah. Okay, would you like to talk about something about this, Josemar or Bruno? Be free
No,
No, I
be
think
free
that
to
was my
give
point.
your. Okay, guys. Um, the number 4 question. In today's polarized world, is it still possible to have a constructive, friendly conversation with someone who votes completely different than you? Guys, I know it's possible. Is the good way to progress with something, to go to solve some goal together. We need to discuss that, but I feel kind of without energy to do that in this moment. Yeah, I need to I need to recover my energy to talk, to explain, need to be patient. I don't know if I'm the best guy to s- to s- to have this behavior nowadays. But I know if you have some intimacy with someone, talk about the things, talk about the what is happening, is good for everybody. Uh, try to have the best decision. Yeah, discuss about the things with reason. Yeah, try to see the other to listen the other opinion too. I know nowadays we have this this position in need to win with winning with the argument. Um, but if you try to solve something, you need to put this to side and try to discuss. Yeah, is a kind of a thing that I try to learn to. Yeah. What's your opinion about this, Bruno? What do you think?
uh, well, um, I imagine so. Uh, I believe in this, but for some reason, people who from different poles, partidos, não sei falar essa palavra, different extremes attack each other. They hate each other for some reason. It's complicated. It's a complicated time. Uh, uh, I have some fear to talk about this with other person. We, uh, I don't know o que esperar da pessoa. Desculpa.
Yeah, I agree with you. The interlocutor or the people that you are discussing need to be open to share this. Yeah, because if you're in position and the other is the same position, and don't open it to share ideas, and we will not go to any place. Yeah, need to have this mutual respect about. Uh, opinions. Yeah, it's not against the people. Is a fighting of opinions, not a fight of people. What do you think about this, Josimar?
I know it's possible because I have friends that I can talk with, maybe even disagreeing, but I am aware that it's a very rare thing these days to actually have a nice conversation, even when disagreeing with someone that you don't know. And especially, I think since ever maybe 2018, this is getting even harder in the past few years because I don't know, everything seems more painful to both sides. You know what I mean? So every time that you try to have a conversation with someone, is they already started conversations kind of with ready to hurt someone, which is always weird. Uh, yeah, but this is a very sad thing to notice because every time that we can have a conversation disagreeing with someone, we just lose a very great opportunity to learn more. And I think we can just, uh, it's just more wise to understand the other side of anything that you believe. And so you are always aware of different possibilities and can actually create a more critical thinking. So I think it's just sad that we can have this kind of conversations more visible.
Thank you, Josimar. Yeah, I agree with you too. Let's go by question number 5. How has the rise of social media changed the way companies are running and campaigns are running, and how people form their political opinion? Okay, guys, I think before the social media, the things was a little different. Yeah, people arguing more or talk about the news, talk about the things. Nowadays is the algorithm on social media reinforcing our own beliefs, making people like an echo chamber. The people want to find the same beliefs, the same perspective, and always will find someone that think like you. Yeah, if you if you if you are in some social media, you are trying to find the same people that want to do the same thing that you. Uh, for this instance, for example, like people that think the flat earth, yeah, flat earth. In the past, it was a kind of the kind of thing that was the science was finishing this, yeah, but have one or two people that thinking that the social media will help these people find in arguing together, yeah, in be in the same place talking about that, in reinforcing these beliefs. You can share for these people many kind of proofs and in facts against these people will not change their ideas because they are together. And I think the social media reinforces this. Yes, is only to make more money, is not to progress and go to some place. Yeah. This is my little opinion about that. Yeah, the people don't want to find to find some solution for things. The people need to feel comfortable with their own opinion about the things, and you find this in social media. Um, is about that. What do you think about that, Josemar?
Yeah, I think a few years ago, for any political person to have some visibility, or they would have to invest a lot on TV ads, and that's usually more expensive, or just have mouth-to-mouth indications. So in my memory, I can remember a lot of scenes of my family just sharing information during the voting time. So people heard about something that a candidate did on their neighborhood, and they start talking about it. And if it's a good thing, we'll spread out, and if it's a bad thing, also would spread out. So I think overall, when a few years ago, when anyone uh, got major visibility because they did something relevant, uh, either good or bad, I don't know, but they did something relevant. And nowadays with social media, it's just a matter of money. Everyone can have a lot more reach just by creating a Facebook campaign. I already made campaigns for politicians before, and the amount the investment that they put on is unbelievable. I ran a campaign for deputado estadual, if I'm not mistaken, and the campaign ran for 5 days, and he invested 250K reais in that time. So it's a lot of money for not that big of a position. So I can only imagine what that kind of investment looks like for a senator, for a president itself. So it's way easier to get reach these days. So when you get to the scenario where everyone can have just huge numbers of impressions or their work and everything else, it starts to become more like a play, like a theater play. You know what I mean? So every time that I see a politician, both on social media, on interviews, on the TV, pretty much everywhere, it feels like that I'm watching a movie with an actor, and that's just weird. And I think it only tends to get worse moving forward. So it's just sad to think about it.
Yeah, you can, like I said, you can see on our deputies or people on the Congress using mobile to have the best reels and for their supporters. And I don't think this guy is is thinking about to solve something for society. It's only to achieve and to continuing being elected for their supporters, and is more about the give the best impressions for their supporters. They don't care about the real context
Yeah,
of the society. Yeah, like you said, it's easy to to work with the feelings of the people. Yeah, not more.
yeah. Because in the end, those people just want more numbers. They don't care about the fact that they are uh, living with that huge reach. I think we all can remember Pablo Marçal or Paulo Marçal. I think it's Pablo,
Pop,
right?
pop, pop, pop.
Pablo, yeah, Pablo. So he's a very clear example of someone who can do anything, pretty much anything, just to have more reach. And if you pay attention to the actual material that was viralizing at the time, doesn't have anything to do with him, with his beliefs, with his campaign. It's just some weird stuff that everyone was keeping watching. So that was everything that matters for him at the time. Uh, yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna ask you for 5 minutes. Someone is knocking on my door. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, it's like Josemar said, is more about to be continuing achieve people. Okay, Josemar, no, Bruno, what's your opinion about this question?
Uh, and well, social media took away narrative power from traditional media, right? but the power of narrative ended up in the hands of the big tech companies, right? It's more about who has the freedom to speak on social media. Uh, it's all a bit complicated when I think about this because nem todo mundo has the freedom to speak today. It's a bit complicated to use social media, but this movement so much money today. Politics in Brazil, I see only a take off to be rich, be very, very rich on this.
Yeah, that's it. People that have money will achieve more people. Yeah. And the companies, like you said, the companies have the real power. The big techs, and the power is in his hands. Yeah. The big techs will decide if you will achieve some public or not. I don't know what will happen in the next the election running, electoral running, because nowadays we have other player that will get strong, and the AI will help to commit more fake news with using images and voice and this for us that using computer all days, I believe is not so hard to see, yeah. But for exists, I know a lot of people that will be kind of enganados, yeah, for that, for these images, this discourse, because I don't know if you want to believe or, but I think it's we believe you will believe because it's on social media, yeah, WhatsApp, and this you will believe in that. Yeah, nowadays I don't know what will happen in the next running, the lecture running.
Yes, yes. The next problem on the way is the videos from AI. Today the videos is so good, and it's possible to enganar,
Yeah,
esqueci também, everyone. No, no everyone, but so much people.
yeah, the older people or people that's not don't use technology all the days. For us, that work if that is hard, yeah. I don't know for people that is not totally how can I say this digital alfabetização digital. I don't know how to say that. Yeah,
I
it's hard. Yeah.
I think the AI videos generated, auto-generated with a watermark, a bigger watermark, generated by
Yeah,
AI.
yeah, but they
It's
have the other kind of models that people you use. Yeah, some guy that want to use. If you put this in on GPT, this directly maybe, but exists a lot of nowadays models to use, and people will find a way to to make
to
fake news.
escape this.
Yeah, to escape this. Yeah, you have a lot of fake news with using voice and images nowadays. I don't know. And the next campaign will be you having a lot of things. Only if during a campaign and have some kind of prohibition to use internet. Because this happen in television. I believe you will have it in television. In the great media, the this kind of fake news inside the social media, you'll be worst. I can't see this in positive way. Yeah.
No, no, it's
Okay.
bad.
More one question here. Number, let me see, number 6 question. Some countries have mandatory voting, while in others it is voluntary. Which system do you think is better for a healthy democracy? What do you think, Josemar, about this?
I think the voluntary system is more democratic because I think it's easier for me to picture this in Brazil. So we can imagine a mother of 5 children having to work 2 jobs to pay the bills, and she's just not following anything about politics in the last 4 years. So I don't think that she should be uh, requested to vote as a mandatory thing, because her vote isn't based on any political reasons. It's pretty much uh, on what she heard of people commenting on the way of to work, or maybe on the candidate that shows up on their neighborhood and offer $50 to vote for him. So I think the most democratic system possible would be the voluntary one. But I actually never looked into this deeper. After this immersion, I will look up for some countries that have the voluntary setup to see how that works.
Yeah. I don't know. My opinion is have the both ways. Mandatory. I believe you it's kind of force people to have kind of participation. It's see the importance of voting. Yeah. But I know exists a lot of gaps inside that is not the the way that happen, and the people can pay a little how can I say multa? I forgot, but can pay a little pequeno valor lá de multa e don't care about the voting. In a voluntary system, yeah, without be forced to vote, it's good because people will decide if you vote or not, and don't vote in someone only for protest. But I can see this used for extremists. Yeah, only people that is totally engaged in politics will vote, or maybe will be conducted by some part of society. For example, people that engaged with some religion will be recruited to you go to vote. And the other people that will not will work. For example, your boss will not give a permission to you to go vote your candidate. Yeah, when we have a system that is for everybody need to go vote, we have a kind of protection. Yeah, for go to vote, because you can talk with your boss, for example. "Oh, I need to go vote because it's mandatory." And when you have this permission to don't go to vote, is only go people that is engaged with something. Yeah, is existed both ways to see that. Um, what's your opinion about this, Bruno?
Mm, wow, well, I never thought much about this, honestly. Uh, I believe it should be mandatory, start at a certain age, something similar to what we can see today in Brazil. Uh, it's okay for me when the people have maturity, não sei falar maturidade, have a level of maturity to vote.
Yeah, it's a complicated. It's a power, a power that people have in can can be used or manipulated for someone. You need to teach people how to vote. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Maybe have time for one more. Okay, let's see. The number 9 question. Okay. If you could pass one new law that everyone in your country had to follow, starting tomorrow, what what would that law be? Okay, guys. You have some law, Bruno? Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my first day, the best law is lower taxes, the smallest amount possible. For example, for one example, children's toys have so much tax hate. It's almost 100%. It's so much tax. It's an absurd. Maybe the law would be maximum tax on anything, 10% on consume and on income money. Maybe this law.
Yeah. I would talk an absurd law. My law is the politics shouldn't have salary. Yeah. Only shouldn't have salary. Only voluntary job. It's kind of or for example, the other law is kind of a cleric inside a cleric inside a church. Yeah. A priest or a monk, a monkey. You have you work with politics for all your life. You don't. It's not permitted to you do anything like like marry or like have a property. Yeah, you only have your to live for the state. Maybe you have last thing, yeah. Oh my gosh, I will post the post in the other day, yeah. After I put this law. Yeah. Okay, José, you have some law?
It's hard to respond that after two great answers like that. But my first thing that I thought of was something similar what Bruno said. Uh, I think today we pay taxes for the income to buy products, to keep the products after we buy it. So I think we should have a more streamlined tax process. So maybe just define a percentage of income and that's it. We don't have to pay taxes anywhere else. I think that would make everyone's lives easier and more transparent as well. Because right now everyone doesn't even know how much taxes they're paying, which is kind of crazy. So that was the main thing that came to mind.
Yeah, the poor people in the middle class pay a lot of taxes, and the rich people will find a way to don't pay taxes or pay taxes that is so low compared with the regular people. Yeah, because we need to buy food, to buy things. This is to pay rent. This is great part of our salary, but for the billionaires, this is kind of anything. Yeah, and we receive less than we pay. That's that's it, guys. Guys, I need to finish this conversation. It was very good. I'm glad to have everybody here. I would like to glad you, Josemar, Bruno, to came. And that's it, guys. We have something to talk about this. Talk, please.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed this immersion. I am a beginner, uh, and it was very welcome to me. Thank you all for your patience.
Yeah, I'm beginner too. And you, Josemar.
Yeah, I think this is a very hard topic to discuss in English. It's really hard to discuss in Portuguese, so
Yeah.
this was a nice
I
choice by you, Leandro. And yeah, thank you guys for the chat. It was very constructive.
Okay, guys. Thank you for came. I see you in the some immersion. Yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good week.